Hi everyone, my name is Amber Poole. I'm also known as the Chakra Diva. I am a crystal shaman and an archetype consultant, which means that when I'm clearing out chakras and even when I'm doing like old time work, I look at the archetypes that the person is holding on to see how they are experiencing their world, what's working for them and what is not working for them. In this video, I want to talk about crystals and how to use them as a crystal shaman. So what is a shaman? I do a lot of different things. I'm cutting cords out. I am cutting, well, not cutting, but I'm releasing energies, entities. I'm going into past lives and seeing what story has been brought over for their soul to ignite or in growth and those kind of things. And I realized that the crystals are obviously my favorite tools. So I say that I am called a crystal shaman because I use crystals for extraction, and I also use crystals for soul retrieval and for doing many other different things. So I wanted to show you just a video of how these crystals, once you get to know them, will work with you, for you. There's two in my head that I have to go grab while I'm thinking about this. So anytime I'm doing a session that is long distance, it doesn't matter. You need to have a barrier between you and the person. I like to use a barrier of light around me and around the person as well, so that anything that's coming off of them, it's not interfering within my work and in my aura. So I like to use a selenite wand. And if I'm doing this first way that I use the selenite wand is that you'll see me hold it a lot. And it's because I'm trying to go to the vibration of the selenite, or the selenite's working with me in getting a very high vibrational altitude. Like, I want to be high vibrational in order to assist into the spiritual realm, into the other dimensions. So I actually hold on to this while I'm communicating with the client, getting to know the client, understanding where these imprints are coming from. And I see things. So I will say, what happened at age 16? I'm feeling blamed. Did you get blamed for something? And they can always pinpoint it. It's not like a far-fetched, well, somebody could have blamed me at age 16. No, it's very point blank. At age 16, I remember I did this and I was blamed for this. Or if I'm releasing a past memory or an energy cord, and I said, what happened at age 4? It has to do with your father. So I'm very specific when I'm pulling up the energies to be released. So while we're having this conversation, I love to use the selenite wand. And this way I do it for the reading. Okay, so I'm just gathering in information. When I start to clear and cleanse people's chakras, if it's long distance, I'm going to put this right in front of my computer so that we have a barrier between each other. So I'm encompassed with this beautiful white light around me of protection, of safety, of love and light, and they are too. This way, as I clear out the things, I have to direct it or move it to a specific place. So the way that I do that when I'm cleansing and clearing out things is, a lot of times I will use my wand. Like I said, I started this video hoping that things were just around me. So my wand, I love my wand because it has the clear quartz at the bottom. It's very specific. So if I'm going up, let's say I'm looking for a cord attachment, and somebody comes to me and they want to release any and all attachments to their mother, to their father, to their loved one, then I'm going to use my wand to start it off. So the clear quartz at the bottom is a pinpoint of energy. It's like laser precision, precise, to find different locations. So I love to use this to move the energy around, to navigate it. So this is one of my favorite tools to use while I'm doing the chakras. And obviously it's a chakra themed one. And you will get to see, like, your crystals will become part of your toolkit in different and intricate ways. So the other thing that I have is this clear quartz. And you can see that there is like a little scooper on it. And I knew as soon as I picked it up that I'm going to be scooping out sludge, scooping out the things that energetically are heavy. It depends. Like today, I just scooped out the EMFs. There was a lot of EMFs around this person who lives underneath the telephone wires, and I had to move it out. Some of it was sludge from resentment. Some of it's sludge from our internal feelings and processes. So when I saw this one, I didn't have any clue how I was going to use it or navigate it. And then I realized that I was going to actually be using it in session. Allow the crystals to talk to you to see how they want to be used. I have tried before putting it on the top of my crown chakra to get the energy for people who don't have an open crown chakra. A lot of times I will find them being depressed or just in a very negative space. So you want to spread the crown chakra all the way out and around when that happens. But as I worked with this crystal, it was like, that's not my purpose. My purpose is for scooping. And it has the perfect handle for it to get it out. So when you walk into a crystal store, don't just go, oh, that's clear quartz, that's used to amplify. Like they all do something. This guy is another one of my selenite crystals. Love the selenite. And it's still warm. I love to use this one when I am releasing energies in the chakras. If I'm clearing somebody out and I'm taking my wand and I'm directing it up and I'm clearing out an energy, I guide it towards my selenite. And my selenite, I can feel it getting heavier. I feel it getting dense. It literally fills up with energy. So when it comes to be too much, my hand starts to get hot. And when it's hot, I cleanse it. Now, selenite is one of the crystals that, quote, doesn't need cleansing, but it needs to be recharged. I still, even though that's a quote rule, break it all the time, and I will cleanse it out. When my crystal starts to become so hot and it's filled up, no, okay, I don't care if it's selenite and the rule says that selenite's always a cleansing crystal. It needs to be charged in the moonlight. I break rules. So I like to I like to light my sage when it's filled. When I'm catching entities and bad guys, guess what? I'm lighting my sage and I will run it through and cleanse and clear anything out of my selenite. I'm a rule breaker. Not always, but when it comes to crystals, I am. All right. The next thing I like to have on hand is my amethyst bowl. So this guy's really cool, right? And I will use it for when I'm in session, and when I'm done, I cleanse and pick up all of my crystals off of the person and I put it into a bowl. I used to use one of my salt bowls, like a bowl. I can show it to you. It's a bowl full of salt, but it makes a lot of cleansing, clanging as you put it in. The amethyst is already cleansing, so I like to put it in there. If I am pulling out energy out of somebody's chakra and my wand becomes filled, sometimes you will see me go like this and take it out and put it in here and take it out and put it in here instead of the sage bowl. So I fill this up too. And then I cleanse my amethyst. I put it in the moonlight. So that's another way that you can cleanse out the energy from the etheric body and into the crystal. You will see me working a lot in my shamanism. I just did a session. I did two sessions back to back, and I'm kind of like drained in a way, but I'm also full of knowledge. So that's why I wanted to get this video out. So I apologize if I'm not very grounded and in the present moment. It's because I was just up here for a few hours. So this is a spirit quartz. I like it to maintain knowledge, to get wisdom, to be guided. So my guides are always on this crystal, and I will hold this to obtain information. I'm going to show you, I believe, two more. Give me 1 sec. Let's see. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe I don't. Here's one. Okay. All right. It looks like this is the only one that I have here. I am moving everything from my house and my office, and I'm reorganizing after the COVID, trying to get everything back in order so everything's in different spots. But look at this guy. This is another selenite. Love this guy. This is specifically used to find cord attachments within the body. So you can go through, cut and remove, cut and remove, cut and remove. It's fantastic because of the sharp edge. So what would happen if you found, I can see, can you see through my selenite? Sometimes I get a reflection of spirits. That's how I do scrying in my room all the time, just to see who's here. And I just saw somebody which caught my attention. But anyhow, anything with a point on it, if you're going to pull out cords and go down, you can use a clear quartz point to do that as well. However, I really like objects with the sharpness on it. Arrows are really fantastic for doing that too, for taking out energy cords. So that's kind of my little toolkit that I have here, which you're looking for unique crystals that maybe have an odd shape. They might, they can be used in different ways. Not everything is going inside the book, opening up, oh, selenite, you can cleanse and clear crystals. Well, I just showed you, I use it all the time. So 3 different ways of how I use it in my crystal shamanic practices. It's what I use all the time. So be open to receiving the information from the crystals. Like, how does the crystal want to work? Like I said, I tried this one on my crown chakra and it didn't want it. It was like, nope, not going to have it. So I don't use it. And then I love to cleanse the auric field, obviously with sage, so your traditional things, and even some spray. Here's one of my really cool sprays. It's protectant spray. It is from meditationmiss.com.au. So I have a friend in Aussie who loves to send me stuff, and it's one of my favorite gifts. It's my favorite spray. So every time, I only saw her twice when she was in America, and I was like, can you please, it's so good. So if you guys are in Australia and you are watching this, please go there. It is some good stuff. Tell me you got a connection with the Chakra Diva. Just kidding. So go ahead, get out your crystals, see how they want to work, see how they want to be used. This is just a black kyanite. It's really good for repelling negativity, but it also helps ground you and cleanse out your foot chakras. You just open them up in circles and you pull the energy down. So ask the crystals, hey, how do you want to be worked with? How do you want to be held? What do you want to be done with? So if it's a unique shape, go get it. I mean, I'm not in charge of your bank account, you are, but if you can afford it and it's a unique gift or a unique shape, then definitely take it because it's going to be used for something special. All right, let me know if you have any crystal questions. I love being on YouTube. I didn't realize that I was going to be honest with you. But I'm going to be rolling out some more movies. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a little bit airy-fairy today and not so grounded as I just gave out so many sessions. So have a wonderful day. And if you want to connect with me, obviously, please like and subscribe. Visit my website if you want to book, thechakradiva.com. I'll see you later.